And while today may be a washout for your outdoor plans, it's never too early to think about next weekend. And there's a way to get some exercise, connect with others, and raise money for congenital heart disease research. Let's take a closer look. This disease is a problem with the heart's structure and function. You may not have known this is the most common type of birth defect, impacting 35,000 babies in the U.S. each year. But a lot of research programs are underfunded. That's where the Congenital Heart Walk comes in. Who better than to tell us about this than Lauren Bednarz and Dana Henning, there we go. You guys not only co-chair this walk happening next Saturday, but congenital heart disease has directly impacted your lives. So Lauren, I want to start with you. And just to be honest, you wouldn't even be sitting here without advancements in medicine and surgeries, because babies used to not survive that long, and you're living with congenital heart disease.
Yes, I am. I was born with tricuspid atresia, hypoplastic right heart syndrome, which basically means I was born missing the right ventricle of my heart. So they had to do surgery in order to reroute everything. So right now my heart functions on just the left side of my heart. So technically half a functioning heart. And those type of surgeries have only been around for about 40, maybe 45 years, if that.
Yeah.
And the survivors were only like in their teenage years when I was born, and they weren't doing well. So.
And you had 2 surgeries before the age of 3. You're now 28.
Yes, I am.
And first generation in your family to have survived this. Was this passed down from other family members?
No, actually I'm the only one in my family to have this. I'm first generation to make it adulthood in general with those born with a single ventricle.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So they're just now figuring out all the issues that we can have, which is so many. We can have like liver damage, we can have GI issues, you know, pulmonary hypertension, just so many things, and many of us will end up needing more surgery or even a transplant. So.
Wow, and Dana, you bring a different perspective because you are a mom of a child with congenital heart disease. Tell me about your son, Evan.
Well, my son, Evan, we found out in utero that he had 2 major heart defects, and one of them being hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which is where he was born without the function of his left ventricle. So once he was born, we transferred from Seton here in Austin to Children's Medical Center in Dallas, and they took him in and found out that he had his first open heart surgery at a week and a half old, and they found out that he had a total of 6 heart defects. And they told us from that first surgery that he would basically, the only option for him was heart transplant. So at that point, at 2.5 weeks old, he was listed, and we waited for 6 months. He spent 6 months of that actually in the cardiac ICU. And at 6.5 months old, he received his donor's heart, which we are so very thankful.
Yeah.
He's now 4.5 years old. February, he had his donor's heart for 4 years. And he's just like any other little 4-year-old you would see. He's up and around and keeps us busy, keeps us on our toes, and just a really fun little guy to be around.
Yeah, I think you said in one of your emails to us, he's spunky, lots of energy. So many parents out there know exactly what that's like. And you guys are pouring your hearts, your time, your energy into not only raising awareness about congenital heart disease, but also raising money. As we mentioned, research for this is underfunded. So tell me about what is happening next Saturday, the Congenital Heart Walk.
Well, we are having the Congenital Heart Walk in Cedar Creek Park, which is just before Bastrop, and we are planning to have as many people come out as possible. We know the weather's going to be kind of crazy a little bit, but we're hoping that by Saturday it calms down a little bit. We have a lot of kiddos that show up that are CHD kiddos. We have a lot of adult CHDers that come out, and we also have a lot of family members who have lost people that were affected by CHDs. So we raise as much money as we can. We're going to have a raffle. We're going to have a silent auction. And we're going to have some, a fun photo area and some Star Wars guys coming out. So it should be a nice, fun time for all of us.
Yeah, I'm sure some ears perked up on the Star Wars mention there. And I want to get to these T-shirts that you're holding, Lauren.
Yes, these are last year's shirts. And we're going to have a different design this year, but it basically says that we walk to unite. And like she says, the main goal is to come together as a CHD community and let people know about CHD and to raise money. So far, we've raised almost $40,000, which is fantastic. Our goal is $100,000, so we're still working on it. But a lot of teams are coming out. You know, families create teams. I know she created Evan's Heart, and I have a team for my husband and I. So we're going to walk to remember all those who passed away and all those who are still fighting, like myself and Evan.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost at the halfway point with a fundraising total, and I have no doubt you guys will reach that goal. We are going to put links with this interview on our website at kxan.com, so you'll have all the information right there at your fingertips that you need to know. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming in this morning in the rain to share this important message, and thanks for the work you're doing.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thanks so much.
You are welcome.